Alright, welcome back to News Gulp again for the umpteenth time. What is this? This was 19, I think. I'm Patrick, as always, and with me today is Christy.
For all of the ASMR fans.
I don't know what to make of that. And also with me today is the one and only David.
By Odin's beard, I am David.
A Hawaiian Airlines flight had to return from Maui to LAX 3 times because of 3 unrelated issues.
Did they forget passengers?
Did they forget the airplane?
They just had gas to burn. That's it.
Little Timmy just kept saying he wanted to go again.
It was a Home Alone situation on a 3 different scale. The mom said turn the plane around now or it's gonna get ugly.
It was 2 hijackers. One kept saying he wanted to go back to Maui, the other kept saying he wanted to go to LAX. They couldn't agree.
The autopilot shut off, so the captain finally woke up from his nap, looked at what was going on, found out they were going back to Maui, and turned the plane around. Right, Pat?
Well, they were actually heading to Maui, but they had to return to LAX because of 3 different things. It doesn't actually tell me what the faults were, but it's just 3 different times, and apparently twice the plane had already taken off. So like the 3rd time, I guess, they reached most of the way down the runway, and they're like, oh no, we gotta stop for some reason, and I guess that counted.
Well, the first time, I guess the pilot must have just forgotten his hat.
David, did we leave you in that hole too long this time?
No, I just kept getting stuck between the 2 flights.
Because of this, the airline refunded all the passengers, all 207 of them, and then also gave them a $100 credit for their next flight, which I don't know if will ever get used because who wants to fly that airline again? I wouldn't. A woman is seeking relationship advice after she says that her husband is trying to convince her that her house is haunted.
Well, has she considered that her house might actually be haunted?
Didn't you say that her husband's trying to, tell her it's not haunted, or he thinks that it is haunted?
He's trying to convince her that it is indeed haunted, much like this house.
What evidence is there, Pat?
If the house is haunted, maybe she should ask the ghost for relationship advice.
But what if it's a demon? What if it's a succubus?
Then by God, you take her advice!
I'm a succubus, I'm gonna tell you how to please your man.
Using the grapefruit technique.
Okay, she was trying to at least play this off and be like, you're just making a joke or something. But apparently, and a direct quote from this article says, the final straw happened last night when I awoke yet again to find my husband getting out of bed. I set up my phone in the living room facing the kitchen and set it to record. I made my way back to our room, and after my husband finished using the restroom, he made his way to the kitchen. As you could guess, he yelled out and ran into our room this time. So I guess his kitchen is haunted.
Is the house haunted or is the husband haunted?
He probably told the ghost, go make me a sandwich!
Well, apparently his wife wasn't making one.
That's why he had to ask the ghost. And I don't like that. That was sexist, David.
I like sex.
This story takes place across the pond, the Atlantic Pond Ocean. So a teenager was arrested after buying a PlayStation 4, but instead of buying it normally, he decided to weigh it as vegetables and then pay that price. He paid £8 for it.
Is he only playing Animal Crossing on it? Oh, how about Stardew Valley? How is this even possible?
I knew it! They do grow on trees!
Or they grow in the ground. You just pick them up like a potato.
So if you're really wondering how he managed to do this, it's like, okay, he took the box, he weighed it, and then he took a sticker for like vegetables and then put it over the price tag, and then he scanned that, and then walked out of the store with it.
He was in the grocery store when this happened? Wasn't somebody watching this kid?
How far did he get with his sack of PS4?
He was making a salad.
Okay, but I think the real clincher for this is how he got caught. He probably would have gotten away with it if he didn't try to do the exact same thing the very next day at the very same store.
Okay, now you're just being dumb.
Well, if you get away with buying a sack of PS4 once, you might as well try to do it again.
Now, the key to robbing is to going to a different place each time. Now, if it's the same location, you might get caught.
The moral of the story is that this wouldn't have happened with Xbox, because no one wants to steal an Xbox. So, until next time, this may be the news that you could swallow, but don't do it too fast or else you'll choke.
That was incorrect on so many levels that if we put this on the internet, it'll explode.